Well, growing up, known as Saints. That was the background, the schooling background. Very close to the body, Janit Linage. Well, Bangladesh will be glad that Shamim is roaring today and not snoring like he's been prior.
Roaring in the commentary box too. Excellent bowling, particularly Tanvir to the left-hander. He's bowling around that off-stump and keeping him quiet.
Required rate 5.37. Another couple of tight overs. Gets to 6. Then it'll shoot up rapidly. That's what Bangladesh will be eyeing. Build the dots. The wicket will come. 1 run off the 28th. 130 for 5 now, Sri Lanka.
...119 runs needed from 132 balls. You'd say that normally that wouldn't be a massive target, but the scenario of the game tells you completely otherwise. With Bangladesh just keeping it tight, accurate, hardly giving away, bringing worries to the face of the Sri Lankan supporters here. A good tussle in the middle.
Yeah, this game is delicately poised. But you have to give credit to the Bangladeshi bowlers. After 10 overs, they were able to control the game through spinners. And he's been a very good addition. He has an odd action, and it's very difficult for the batters to get used to it quickly. And that's why he's been miserly and at the same time picked up important wicket.
Yes, indeed. The beauty of his bowling is it's very simple. Doesn't try anything extraordinary. He uses the lack of height, if I may call it, for flatter deliveries. Is quicker through the air, and at times he'll surprise the bowler with slower deliveries, like the last one, under 90. Most have been around the 95 mark prior to that. Excellent, very accurate. And Shamim was saying, 118 still needed, getting a tad difficult now to get the ball away. There you go, one more dot to finish that over. 131 for 5. All format series of Bangladesh here in Sri Lanka. First test drawn in goal, second test completely dominated by Sri Lanka, winning by an innings in 78. First ODI also. Bangladesh seemed to be in the game for a while, but couldn't quite make it. 77 runs win for Sri Lanka. Now this one, well, it's nicely poised. Must-win situation for Bangladesh. Go on to the third ODI in Pallekele and finish off with the 3-match T20 series. As I was mentioning, Amir, must-win situation to keep the series alive for Bangladesh here.
Yeah, into his 7th over, Tanvir Islam, and how impressive he has been. And no matter what sort of a surface he's playing, he gets the surface to respond to his style of bowling. Now, we haven't seen many spinners getting a bit of turn from this surface, but he did manage to. And that's why he has picked up 3 wickets for just 28 runs. It's been a whistle for Lianage. He's getting all the difficulties while he's out there in the middle. He's finding it very difficult to get the ball off the square.
Well, inside edge induced, didn't know very much about that. Scampers through for the single. Very, very lucky on that occasion. Very tentative there, the batter.
Almost breached the defenses of the batter on that occasion. Once again, a bit of turn. Bit of grip for the left armour. He's asking too many questions at the moment, Shamim.
Yeah, he did that to Colombo, and he forced himself to play a lazy kind of shot, throw away his wicket after scoring 33, and he's doing the same thing to Lianage. He's on 13. And young Lianage just on 1 of 9 balls that he's faced, and that tells you the tremendous pressure that is being kept constantly from either side. The spinners, all 3 spinners, bowling excellently. Now, that's up in the air. Thank you very much. His appeal, and he's struck again. He was halfway into his shot, got to check it, got possibly the shoulder of the bat, shake of the head, but Bangladesh are back in the game.
Oh, they are in charge after this wicket. Lianage is a dangerous batter. We have seen him winning the matches for Sri Lanka. Without any purpose, he came out of the crease a bit too early for the bowler to see it. He changed the line. An easy take for the wicketkeeper. He's on fire. The left-arm spinner, Tanveer Islam. He was kind of a vigil for Lianage. Only 1 from 10 deliveries, 132 for 6.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
At Mattress Man, we know we all Mattress Man to find your perfect sleep. Go to mattressman.co.uk.
TNT
Short enough for him to latch on to. Couldn't get it past the fielder. Let's have a new batter in Hasaranga. No mug with the bat. He's got 450s, 999 runs so far.
And he scores his runs with a brisk pace. Hasaranga is off the mark. Another successful over from the left armour. It's 133 for 6.
Mendes did a good job in the middle part. Well, Mendes, after his departure, well, it's been a complete turnaround. From a position when they started the chase of 249, you'd feel Sri Lanka had the ascendancy and the advantage. But credit to some very diligent and disciplined bowling by the Bangladeshi bowlers. They have not been allowed to dominate.
Yeah, he came out of the crease hoping the bowler is going to land the ball outside the off stump. And then a change of line from the bowler was very difficult for the batsman to deal with. Yeah. Boundaries are hard to come by now.
Haven't had one for 37 deliveries. There have been long periods of time when they've run out of boundaries, and that is the pressure that was created by Tanvir in bringing out Lalage and making him, well, he was in a tangle when he played that shot. Inside edge onto the pads, and it deflected for an easy take by the keeper. Hasaranga can be a very attacking player, but at the moment, the situation demands that he be careful in his approach. The bowlers have got their tails up. Temptation gives the ball some air.
Now good reactions from the bowler, and look there. The excitement after picking that wicket. Animated.
Backs away. There is going to be some protection in the deep. Yeah, Tanvir Islam normally celebrates in a different manner. He puts one hand up to his lips and one straight up. But he is so elated with that wicket. He's really enjoying himself in his celebrations.
Yes, he has picked up 4 wickets. He's bowled well, there is no doubt about it. But if Sri Lanka loses its game, and the victory of Bangladesh will be ascribed to the bowling effort of Shameen and the captain Miraj. 137 for 6.
What a beautiful backdrop with the Lotus Tower. Reflection on that little canal. Lovely. Got so many pretty sights to see in Sri Lanka, all around the country. And the tightening of the grip goes on from the Bangladeshi bowlers.
Yeah, to finish the point, the control of this innings was given by Shameen and Medius and Miraj. They consistently kept the batsmen under pressure by bowling dot deliveries. Oh, beautiful pictures these. It's not. Oh, what a classical left arm delivery. Once again, a bit of turn, bit of bounce.
Yeah, lovely drift. And some words exchanged, but it's all in good humor, it seems, from the smile on Tanvir's face. We haven't seen too many turn viciously, but the last delivery, great drift pin and the turn away. That'll put the seed of doubt on the batter's mind. Which one's turning and which one is not, like that one. A couple of balls back, you see this fabulous delivery.
He's adamant to play from the crease. We haven't seen him using his feet. Very lucky that the angle bat saved him.
He's played it very late. And the Bangladeshis have got their tails up. You can see the support in the field. have lifted their game. They know that they're on the verge of maybe going on to win this, but they keep this concerted pressure going on a consistent basis. Can't afford to ease off. Oh, look at that. Look at that delivery. Another maiden over. 137 for 6.
At Mattress Man, we know we all sleep differently. You could say we really know our stuff. You tell us all about your sleep and we guide you softly to the right mattress. Through top brands like Silent Night and Arthur, you find the right one for your pocket. We deliver it for free and you try it for 60 nights. And now, with 15% off all our mattresses, trust Mattress Man to find your perfect sleep. Go to mattressman.co.uk.
First bowling in List A career has been 6 for 18 for Pathak Sporting Club. Opponent were Pathak Sporting Club, and then did it again. But what matters is this one. 4 for 30 against Sri Lanka. You'd love to get a fifer. When a batter is normally comfortable with an attacking array of shots, a proactive approach to the innings, when he's tied down like Hasaranga here, that is the advantage that the captain in bringing in Mustafiz, who went for runs early on, is the ideal time to bring him in.
It might be blessing in disguise for Sri Lanka. They were finding it very difficult to find boundaries. Oh, natural left armour angle.
Yeah, Mustafiz, who gave away more than 20 runs in his first 2 overs, was looking rather toothless, but suddenly with the scenario of the game changing, now he's getting to produce what he does best, the cutters. The ball is in the 33rd over. There will be 1 ball available after the 34th, completion of the 34th. Maybe the dew factor coming into play. Up behind that, allowed the ball to come onto the bat. They get their first run after 10 deliveries. State of play completely changing. Required run rate now 6.34.
Yeah, it's by bowling dot deliveries. Bangladeshis, they have gained control of this game. Remember, Kusal Mendes scored his 50 in 21 deliveries, and then next 6 runs came from 11 deliveries. Pace helped. Lianage on that occasion. It's all about bowling dot deliveries, have the batsman tethered, and you will have a chance as a bowler to pick up your wickets.
Oh, once again, just passed. Not quite sure of the angle of that ball. Hardly had any foot movement, trying to get bat on ball. Very fortunate, didn't get a little feather on that.
Yeah, he's been tethered for a while now. So here was a bit of room for him outside the off stump, but there was no footwork once again.
Pressure building, 52 balls since last boundary. Oh, he's rammed that. So there is the boundary. After 52 balls, they think it's a very, very welcome one. 144 for 6. those blue dots at regular intervals have really allowed the Bangladeshi bowlers to keep the runs in check. But there was a boundary in the last ball of the previous over.
He does prefer this length. He likes executing that stroke, the ramp one. And did it effectively.
Oh, now he had to reach for that. Here the reaction from the keeper. Got himself a couple of runs, but I tell you what, not the most convincing looking shot.
Yeah, he was looking to stay inside the line of that delivery, to be able to hit the ball over extra cover, but it turned out to be a wide delivery. Had to reach for it. Now, nicely executed. Very much in control on that occasion. Lianage, and appreciated by all and sundry. Slog sweep into the gap, and that'll be 4.
Just gaining confidence, and it's Hasaranga with that boundary takes the Sri Lankan score up to 150. Crowd will be delighted. That is one slog sweep along the ground. Border square, car corner targeted, and the boundary achieved. So 2 boundaries coming in close proximity of each other. That is nicely eased down the ground for another single.
He's a busy cricketer, isn't he? Doesn't like to be bogged down. Wants to feel the ball on to the bat. Hasaranga, a bit of pressure on the bowler and the captain. Bit of conferring going on out there in the middle.
But just because there are some runs coming now, I don't think the bowlers should get flustered. But they've done a grand job in containment. 1 or 2 boundaries might come here and there. If they remain bowling to their lines and lengths in a disciplined manner, the success they've had can be replicated.
Yeah, keep focusing.
Oh, now, was there a bit of bat before it went on to the pads? No reaction from the umpire, asking the keeper, who says maybe it's going down leg. And I think they've decided it's not worth their while in going for the review.
Was that the delivery going with the arm? Yeah. Right call, right judgment from the wicketkeeper and also the umpire.
Was eager enough when appealed, though. Wicker, but allows the batter to rock on the back foot, and a quick look at that appeal. Just going down leg side. The keeper was not moving to his left. Ball tracking will tell you was pitching outside leg, so nothing else matters really. That is the over. 153 for 6, and it's also time for a drinks break.
chicken headband was almost as famous as he was.
I love my hair then, still do. And that's why I'm seeing Advanced Hair Clinic. There is absolutely no reason for anyone to suffer from hair loss, because the specialists at Advanced Hair Clinic sorted my hair loss, and they'll do the same for you. Guaranteed. Advanced Hair Clinic. They're the UK leader in hair restoration.
Call Advanced Hair Studio now.
This weekend, another unmissable doubleheader of bikes.
The lights go out now and we go!
British Superbikes continues as riders battle it out at Knockhill.
Oh, what a block pass! He's done it! He's done it!
And Speedway Grand Prix heads to Melilla.
Wow, what a ride! I don't believe it! Oh, big crash! Absolutely unbelievable! What a race to win!
All live on TNT Sports, the new home of bikes.
While Kusal Mendes came in the way, but it was the left-arm spinner who kept on providing Bangladesh team with breakthroughs, and that was a great referral and a big wicket. Captain, always a big scout. And Fernando Mendes, that was a soft dismissal.
Was indeed. And he was in a bit of tangle, a little bit of an inside edge onto the pads, and then easy enough for the keeper to take, and he was allows the ball to come on to him and open the face. It'll be crucial on the part of Bangladesh's most experienced bowler, Mustafizur Rahman, who's got all the little finesse of bowling, particularly the cutters. He's got very subtle wrists, and the manner he bowls the cutter is very difficult for batters to detect at point of delivery. Have to be very watchful of that. He came back with a good third over, still quite expensive in terms of the rest of the bowlers in comparison. It's coming around now. Mustafi's maybe one area he's been lacking. He had that for a while in the middle of his career, was coming over the wicket and bringing the ball back in, a la Wasim Akram. But now he somehow seems to have lost it. So when he wants to bring the ball back in, he comes around the wicket because it's a little too obvious for the batter.
Yeah, it's the angle, isn't it? And from there, if he's able to take the ball away from the batter, oh, he can ask too many questions.
Well, with his cutter bowling ability, you'd expect him to pitch the ball on or about the off stump and cut it away. But his natural rhythm, his momentum is taking the ball, is angling away. So that natural angle that he has coming over the wicket is not there. It's not accentuated. It's got to be a real deliberate effort with a rip of the wrists, a lot of revs on the ball. There he goes. I think he's got a touch to that. There seemed to be a sound, but it's dying on the keeper.
Yeah, since it was a slow delivery, even though the batter was looking to throw kitchen sink on that one, still didn't carry. It was very slow, that delivery.
Superbly bowled, 116. What a nice change of pace and moral victory of using the edge. Throws in a little bit more shoulder. Great stuff. Good work in the field.
You know, Lianage has middled the ball consistently. He hasn't been able to hit the ball into the gaps. That's why he has consumed 52 deliveries for his 22 runs. Maybe he has to delay stroke. slightly late to be able to find some gaps or meet the ball early.
Plays it late. Gets it into the deep. Gets a single, but just the 2 runs in that Mustaf is over. 155 for 6.
Well, 94 runs of 90 balls. That's the equation for Sri Lanka. Bangladesh needs 4 wickets. .155 for 6. Lianage on strike. 23 of 53. Goes for the slog sweep and he gets it over short square leg. Well, it's that time of the innings where you cannot be playing everything cautiously. You need to be also looking for runs.
Oh, very lucky. That was almost in the palms. Going with the turn, that was the right option. He was batted for 54 deliveries. The option was right, but the execution could have been better.
So the important thing here for Sri Lanka is not to be just playing dots. This approach is the right approach, 24 of 33. And will this... No, it won't be cleared. It is taken in the deep. For a moment I thought that Wanindu Hasaranga timed it well. Found the fielder in the deep mid-wicket boundary. And Bangladesh have broken this partnership.
This stroke was long coming. Wanindu Hasaranga played with the turn that was nowhere near the middle of the bat. Tanzim Hassan Shakib picks up a good catch, and Mehdi Hasan Miraj picks up a wicket after 5 ODIs. The keeper has delivered, dismissing Wanindu Hasaranga de Silva, who's dismissed for 13 of 16 deliveries. Sri Lanka in trouble, 156 for 7.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Are we ready? Good job.
75 of 60 balls. Sri Lanka has just 2 wickets. Standing one of them, Janit Lienage. 37 not out. What a effort by Tanvir Islam. 5 for 39, bowled brilliantly. Bangladesh are into the last 10 overs and pace is back. Hassan Mahmood, none for 21 of 4 overs, bowled a good first 2 overs and hits him on top of his pad. I think they're very confident, but I think it's the bounce. Certainly beat him for pace, but there was some bounce and hit him, I think, around that flap.
Look going over the top to me. Mendias and Miraj as well at mid-off straight away suggested, whereas the wicket-keeper and the bowler was quite convinced that this delivery was, you know, crashing these, probably the bails or the top of the middle stump, leg stump. Clearly the height. Dushmantha Chamira is 6'1". That would have easily gone over the top. Figures may not suggest that Hassan Mahmood has bowled well. 4 overs to 21. He actually set the tone really well with a couple of very good overs up front. Some lovely length bowling. This occasion going for the Yorker, and the ball was tailing in. Probably a bit of reverse swing.
A good presence of mind for Hassan Mahmood, knowing that Chamira is expecting that slightly shorter delivery, going for that full length, as you said, tailing in. And don't forget, we are using a single ball here, so there would be reverse swing.
It probably won't be a bad idea to give Dushmantha Chamira a short one, just to remind him his own medicine can be given back, and then going for the full Yorker with tailing in. Tries it, but that occasion was solidly played by Dushmantha. Tanvir Islam only playing his second ODI. Picked up Nishan Madhuska. That was quite soft. Taken by Tawil Tudoy. Kusal Mendes came down the track, missed a straight one, given not out, went upstairs. Coming to Mendes, second time in this series. Soft dismissal. Bellalage gets a inside edge, easy taken by Jakar Ali. Nice Tikshana, rather soft dismissal to give Tanvir Islam his 5-wicket haul. Just the second game. Has to be a wide, yeah. Called by Ruchirapalli Gurge, who's standing on his 100th ODI.
Well, he's bowled brilliantly, hasn't he? He's been always on a length. He's always been asking questions, bowled to the left, both to the left hand and to the right hand. Some wonderful lines and lengths. Challenged both the inside edge and the outside edge. Inside edge early on with the one that was sliding on with the arm. And then he got some grip and turn.
Very happy for Tanvir Islam. But a game in his debut where he had cramps. Somehow he toughened it out. He bowled his 10 overs of quota. Struggling very much in the last game. Come an important game, he dishes out wonderful spell. 10 overs, 5 wickets, and easily it's the best in his short career. I'm pretty sure more we see Tanvir Islam in the future, that he'll get better and better. And he's keeping Rishad Hossain, the leg spinner, out of the side of this Bangladesh. So shows the trust the selectors and the management has kept on Tanvir Islam.
Well, they are checking. They were asking for a catch. Let's see what happens here.
TV umpire, the director, we have an umpire review for a bump ball. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Here we go to front on, please. Go back. Can we just go Yeah, it appears to have maybe hit the bottom of the bat. Can we just check with ultra edge? Okay, thank you. Ball's made contact with the bat and then has hit the ground. I'm ready to make my decision for the big screen.
Well, it's the bottom of the bat and then bounces up to the wicket keeper. So Dushmantha Chameera survives it. There's 1 run in the over now. This asking rate has gone above 8. Sri Lanka can't afford to just be playing dots. They need to look for runs just to make sure that the run rate is manageable. And it's a very good over again. Just a wide conceded. 175 for 8. 9 overs to go. .74 or 54, that's the requirement for Sri Lanka. And in terms of runs per over, 8.22 pace from both ends. Tanzim coming on, just bowled 2 overs in his first spell, had the wicket, the prize scalp of Pathum Nissanka, but went for 14. Dushmantha Chameera has played 11 deliveries for 1 run. Janith Liyanage, who needs to really take the role here of scoring runs, 37 of 65. Pace off the first delivery from Tanzim.
He got 2 different variations when it comes to slow balls, Tanzim. Got an off cutter, got a back of the hand slow ball, got a good bouncer, a decent yorker, very good with the new ball, as you said. Pulled a wonderful delivery to get rid of Pathum Nissanka, the man in form. Complete bowler. Certainly what I like about him most is his aggression. Keeps running in. Ball. Very well bowled. Hint of probably reverse swing, tailing back in to the right-hander.
Started well. Started with a slower delivery, and as you said, a very good reverse swinging delivery that he keeps it out. Almost a yorker, did very well. Yep.
Moving it late. Definitely reverse swinging offer.
Again, this is good bowling. This is really good bowling. He is on the money straight away, not giving Janith Liyanage any room at all.
Sean Tate, the fast bowling coach, he'll be a happy man with the effort of all the 3 quicks. This was a perfect yorker, right on the crease. Janith Liyanage did well to get his boots off. If that land on the toe. Shot. Is it in the gap? Yet it is. The fielder at sweeper cover was about 10 feet in front. And Janith Liyanage trying to change the length. And brings up a boundary after 32 deliveries.
Yeah, give something for the Sri Lankan fans to cheer. Janith Liyanage looking to bat outside the crease. You could see that he's down the pitch, knowing that Tanzim is going full. Got it on the full and got it through extra cover. They're looking for a single here, so they've got 5 runs of the first 5 deliveries. So 69 of 49, that's the requirement. 1 delivery for Chameera to survive.
Pretty sure it's going to be one of those toe crushers. Tanzim Hassan Shagib will fancy his chances. Dushmantha Chameera himself, being a fast bowler, he'll know what's on offer and what's going to come. He'll probably have a short bat lift and keep it outside. And that's lovely timing. Going went for the yorker, missed the length, and perfect timing and placement by Dushmantha Chameera to end the 42nd over with a boundary. 184 for 8.
65 or 48. Just the 2 wickets remaining. Bangladesh. Well, they're hunting. Sri Lanka off to an express start. 75 for 1 after 10 overs. And then the choke was on. Well, Dushmantha Chameera can bat, and he's going to have to do his best to support Janit Liyanage. Oh, put down. Hit hard though. Rishab Hussain, the substitute fielder. He's tall, he got to it. Couldn't hang on, Shamim.
No, he couldn't. Really went very quickly to him. That could have been it for Sri Lanka. Hit very hard, and that was the saving grace. It was high, made a good effort, but could not latch on.
Well, Bangladeshi fans, look at it this way. He saved 2.
One way of looking at it.
Well, all the fielders in the circle, they stand back. Hit off. He's up. There are 3 in the deep on the leg side. Third man. Sweeper cover. 44 to Liyanage. Yep. He's got to take these runs. He's gonna need Dushmantha Chameera to do the same as well. If not, with the rate above 8, you really are going to struggle. Because Chameera can bat. He can play shots like this. Top class shot. I mean, when you look at what Bangladesh have done, Tanzim, his effort with the bat, 30 runs for the 10th wicket. That's a massive difference, because Sri Lanka chasing, they'll be looking up and thinking 62. But if it was 30 or 25 less, even for the batters, their projection and how they're going to chase the score down, their mindset would have been much easier. So those 30 runs are a massive part in this game.
Absolutely. I think you've hit the nail on the head, Russ, because at that point in time, they were folding around the 210 mark. The brave effort with the bat by Tanzim Saqib really gave Bangladesh that little bit of an outside hope in getting to that 248.
Well, the crowd, they are getting into it. Brilliant, brilliant.
The bowling from both the pacers have been excellent. Opportunity was created, it just dropped. They bowled Yorkers, almost toe crushers. Haven't allowed the batters to get underneath the ball. It's been tight and accurate. A continuation of the disciplined bowling has been going on, has been done earlier by the spinners.
Shamim. 1 over. Shamim has 1 over. But is it that time of the game where you can bring him in, whereas your fast bowlers have plenty amongst them? Oh, he's picked that up on the bounce to the fielder. But he's doing the right thing. Get off strike somehow.
And also, I think Sri Lanka will have to throw caution to the wind for a while. They just cannot afford to sit back and allow things to happen. They have to take a few chances.
Oh, yes. That's the only way forward, not knocking it around. Last ball of the 43rd. They've got 6 of this. Not up with the required rate. They're cheering every run. Quite a while, the crowd had gone quiet. 191 for 8.
Did we?
Yes, we did.
Professional monitoring?
Activated.
This summer, leave your worries behind. Protect what matters to you with SimpliSafe Home Security. Systems start from under £200 with a professional monitoring plan. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Like a champ. Innings 98 for 7 in 29 overs. That's what you call a real fan. Mustafizur Rahman. He's been on the expensive side, but a great time to have him in your ranks. That's up in the air, mid-off. Can't get to it. He can't get his body behind either. It skips away. Half century to Janit Liyanage. It's been a fighting knock. His 5th in ODIs. He's really battled hard to get these runs together.
Oh, he needed a slice of luck, and he just got it with that stroke. The touch and go where that fielder from long off was going to come and get it decided. The last moment, maybe to save the boundary. The disappointment for the bowler, but all credit to him for being positive, getting to that milestone.
Been a real grind, wickets falling all around him. Trying to capitalize on the pieces of luck that he got. Chamira on strike. Oh, hit that in front of square. Will they go for 2? He's playing his part.
Well, getting all the slices of luck because they're playing the ball in the air. Just as I said, they'll have to take a few risks. They are taking the risks, and luck is favoring them. Ball seeming to land in areas not within the range of the fielders. Good battle on here, particularly from Liyanage.
Let's look at the field. There's a short, fine leg. Mid-ons in the circle, extra cover and the point. Well, will Chamira go again? Slower ball into the pitch. Grips and turns, Chamira.
That's the speciality of Mustafizur Rahman, slowing it down from 134 down to 110 clicks. And that cutter always gives a seed of doubt to the batter whether to go for it or not. Have a little poke, angles away very nicely.
And that's why that mid-on is crucial. You try to take him on there, you're basically hitting against the turn. Offside heavy the field for Mustafizur. Oh, very clever, very clever.
Sensible cricket here. They're mixing the aggression with the caution, they're milking the runs, putting the balls in the areas where they're not marshaled by troops of the Bangladeshis. Clever cricket at the moment.
29 is his highest score. Dushmanta Chamira. Key though is to bat deep, not go after every delivery. But make sure you're rotating strike, keeping that scoreboard moving. Take a chance now and again. The closer it gets, the harder it'll be for the opposition as well. It has been hard, all right, for Janit Liyanage. Yup, you need a run thief. There's your man. Couple of slices of luck. But that's what you thrive on. Last ball from Mustafizur. Oh, another slow one and another dot. 198 for 8. Janit Liyanage's best, 101 of 102 in Chattogram. Well, missed chances, very close.
That one just went very quickly to Zakir. This one just over, tantalizingly close. This should have been taken by Zakir. Maybe the miss that might cost them later. Another one just tipping over, not judging that flight by Rishad Hussain.
Look, don't get me wrong, they have been good Bangladesh, even though He did highlight a few mishaps, but that's how the game goes. The effort, you cannot fault. The energy behind the game. Here's Mahmood. He takes him on. Has he got all of it? Yes, he has. Starts the over with a 6 and puts the 200 on the board.
Wow, what a strike that is. Some relief, cheers in the crowd, taking him on very first ball. He's decided to put the pressure on. Look at the manner, he just steps forward, waits for the ball, full flourish of the bat, and then knew straight away the ball was going to sail over.
I think he was waiting for it. He was expecting that slow one. 45 off 35. Hits it well. This will be 2, maybe more. Yes, it is. Not a good sign. I think the field in a bit of strife. But a great start. 2 wonderful shots from Janit Lianage.
Worried looks from Sean Tate. Suddenly, Sri Lanka on the charge. And what a wonderful manner. Look at the way he just opened the face, timed it to perfection. Despite that desperate effort, it was to no avail. Runs coming thick and fast.
Got the dive out early. Wonder if Shamim's feeling all right. Doesn't look good, doesn't look good. Lot of attention. A 6 and a 4, and suddenly the noise in the stadium at its highest. Risky shot.
You're talking about that incredible innings that Saqib played at the end of the Bangladesh innings. It's a replication of the tailenders really showing their ways with the bat. And what a time to give the bowlers the charge. All that control they've had in the recent past thrown out the window with this sort of attacking strokes.
38 off 36, this partnership between Dushmantha Chamira. Even he's on his feet, that man. He called for the players to stand up. Yeah, take your time, hold your nerve. It's just 2 wickets that Bangladesh need. Look at that, the last 17 balls, suddenly a different game. 33 runs.
Great comeback here by Sri Lanka. One point in time, they're looking down and out when they lost the 8 wickets, but 38 of 36 balls, this partnership is looking threatening, worrying the Bangladeshi fans. Remember, Bangladesh have never beaten Sri Lanka at this ground ever before in the 11 matches they've played. This is the golden opportunity for them.
Well, under pressure, Hassan Mahmood. Shamim just carried over the boundary line, as the umpire said, let's get on with it. Hold your nerve, that's the key. Been a real grind right throughout. Deep point and deep extra cover. Third man has come into the circle. What would Mahmood do? Goes full. Hold it very nicely, angled in, right at his toe.
Well, after being hit for a 6 and a 4, that was the perfect delivery. Get the Yorkening. You've got to dry up the runs once again. And this is where the temperament of the Bangladeshi bowlers will be tested. They've had the control over the match from a difficult position. Then suddenly, against the run of play, I might say, the attacking strokes by Lianage and Chamira really upset that rhythm they had created for a while.
Well, the field changes for Dushmantha Chamira. Fine leg goes out, square leg goes out, so does third man. Gonna bowl back of a length, maybe even short at Chamira. Extra cover and mid-wicket. 5 meters in from the circle, trying to prevent the drop and run. Shorter, put away nicely. He's hit it well. But good fielding in the deep too, to keep it down to 1.
Yeah, you need a lot of that. You need all the support in the field, particularly in the deep, because there will be a lot of balls going into the outfield. You've got to have that determination to go and stop every ball, every run. So very precious now.
40 off 38. This is the second highest 9th wicket partnership for Sri Lanka against Bangladesh. Now the highest is 82. Tisera and Sachitra Senanayake. Now Sri Lanka needs something close to that partnership to get home. Short. Nicely controlled. He's got the perfect start to the over. Now make sure that you're knocking it around and getting closer. You can't be a hero too soon. That's what you need to remember.
13 runs in the over. As you said, the advantage immediately taken by the batter with the 6 and the 4 in the first 2 deliveries, and forcing Hassan Mahmood to try and bowl different deliveries in the remaining 3 balls that he has bowled. He's been lucky that he's just given away 3 more runs. Got to finish it on a high.
What would Chamira do? He's been good in this partnership. And yes, 2's the call. Will be just the 1. So 14 off the 45th, 212 for 8. .37 off 30. Well, now Bangladesh have something to think about. Whoever thought we'll once again be in this situation when Kusal Mendis was batting. Mustafizur been going at 8 and over. That'll be a wide.
Even the experience of Mustafizur Rahman now being tested here with the approach of the Sri Lankan batters. It's been rather disappointing, to say the least. Just given away too many runs to his 6th over, 7th over now. 48 runs already given away. But wide. He's got to tighten up his bowling.
Oh, that was there. That was there. But slower delivery. Nicely deceived Chamira.
You've got to do more of that. The slower delivery. Just look at that. Wrist work. So very adept. This point of delivery. You've got to watch as a batter very closely to what he's trying to do.
Oh, so close to that leg stump. This won't be called. Danit Lienage inquires, but I think that was a very good call from the umpire.
Might have just brushed his pad very close to the leg stump, as you said. But look at this. Oh, no. Well, not close to the pads, but pretty close to the stumps.
61% slow balls from Mustafizur. Oh, good fielding, good fielding. It's the captain.
Going to build up the dot balls. Bangladesh support staff will be hoping that Mustafizur Rahman can bring all his wealth of experience and try and stem the flow of runs that's been happening in the last 3 or 4 overs.
He's been in this situation many a time, Mustafizur. He'll know, even if you're hit for 4 boundaries, you pick up a wicket, you look for that glory ball. That's the type of bowler he is. Well, when it matters, he's getting those slower balls right.
Exactly what the doctor ordered for Bangladesh. Sensible bowling, bowling with himself, slow balls, 61% within overs 41 to 50 since January 2023. Has to depend on the slow balls. Has to entice the batters to go for a drive. Maybe get the edge of the bat.
They've all moved back to the circle because 4 dots, you don't want to concede a boundary. Can't put back to ball, Chamira. All of a sudden, the equation gets difficult. And Mustafizur pushes his team in front.
What a beautiful game. It's ebbing and flowing. The pendulum is swinging to Sri Lanka. Next over to Bangladesh. Humdinger of a match going to the wire. This is exciting stuff here.
It's quietened down a bit once again. What does he do? Pitching outside leg stump. You're not getting it. So only the wide in that 46th over. Simply brilliant from Mustafizur. 213 for 8.
When tennis champion Pat Cash won Wimbledon, his checkered headband was almost as famous as he was.
I love my hair then, still do. And that's why I'm seeing Advanced Hair Clinic. There is absolutely no reason for anyone to suffer from hair loss, because the specialists at Advanced Hair Clinic sorted my hair loss, and they'll do the same for you. Guaranteed. Advanced Hair Clinic. They're the UK leader in hair restoration.
Call Advanced Hair Studio now.
36 of 24. Now Janit Lienage. He'll have to step it up this over. He'll have to try and close up or catch up on the previous over where it was just the wide conceded. Tanzim Hassan Shakib, his runs with the bat is what stands between the two teams at the moment. 30-run, 10th wicket partnership. Short. He's got that away for 4. A hint of weight with third man in the circle. Lienage, what a shot that was.
That stood up to be hit. Really a loose delivery, short and wide, and he's not going to miss out on that. Advantage back to Sri Lanka. Very first ball short, and he really walloped it and racing away to the boundary.
The field that is set, you have to bowl it into the pitch. Short fine leg, short third, mid off, and this extra cover. They are the ones in the circle. 47 the partnership. Well, here we go again. Down the ground. He's hit it well. He's hit it well enough. He gets another boundary. Janit Lienage, you beauty. 50 partnership. It's come off 49 balls.
There's dancing in the aisles here at the Premadasa. The Sri Lankan fans elated. They can feel that these two getting them closer to the target. Chimming down the wicket straight as an arrow. Hitting it into the ground, but enough pace on it to just tease the fielder. Gets the deflection off the heads. First attempt with the hand, and then over the boundary.
Did well to get there, just unfortunate. The melon in the way. Mid off now, drop back. Lower delivery. Got the 2 boundaries. You've taken the initiative away from the bowler. Now get closer once again.
This is good cricket. This is sensible cricket. That's the first one. Width offered and he was onto it in a flash. This one, use of the feet. Close call, good attempt, to no avail. And then the soft hand for the single.
Now previously for Chamira, the fielders in the circle were creeping in on the 1. But now, well, not quite. Miraj is just a short extra cover to creep in. Everyone else standing back. Oh, another dot, another dot.
Every dot so very precious. We've already had 9 runs in this over. Tanzim really needs to bowl, replicate that. Get the batter to drive, hardly any foot movement. Just evades the bat. Desperately in search of a wicket here, Bangladesh.
Look, Chamira, at this vital point in the game, the last 7 balls he's faced have been dots. Drop and run. That's all you need to do. He misses again. Saqib getting it right.
Bangladesh will try to keep him at the batting and at the strikers end. Get as many as dot balls in as possible. It's had 2 in a row. Just trying to get bat on ball, not really moving to the line of that ball. That dot ball to finish off would be perfect for Shakib.
Yep, last ball of the over. Extra covers now gone back onto the circle. Oh, he gets bat on ball. Lianage is not running. Smart thing to do. 222 for 8. Oh, the big crowd that's coming, they've had a wonderful day. It's been a good outing, a game that's ebbed and flowed. 52-run partnership here for the 9th wicket for Sri Lanka. Janit Lianage, the star. Can he take Sri Lanka across the line? Mustafizur, just the single wide in the previous over. He's got ball in hand. Sri Lanka battling, searching for the runs they conceded to Bangladesh's last pair. He's hit that high, he's hit that well. It's gone a long, long way. What a way to start the over.
The very first ball is up to the batter, and it's that drop kick kind of a shot. The half volley has done it with a wonderful flourish of the bat. Look at this. He waits on it in his zone, right through the line, up in the air and long enough to take it over.
And every time he goes after the ball, those wrists come into play. He breaks it just at the right time, which gives him that extra power. Oh dear, Mustafizur strikes. Janit Lianage, he's thrown it away. That gap at mid-wicket was too inviting. Kept Mustafizur on and on and on, and he gets the prized wicket.
And what a wicket, as you mentioned. This is the turning point. This is what Bangladesh have been searching for. Right at the end. If he was around Lianage, they would have lots of problems, but the job has been done here by Mustafizur Rahman. One of his slowers surprised him, just stood up on him, got the top part of the bat, and it was easy catch to follow up. Captain's elated. He feels they've done it, and a great effort with the bat comes to an end. Hands on heads, disappointment for the crowd, but what an innings. Appreciation from the coach and the support staff. And Lianage, after a grand effort, has to go back for 78. It's 228 for 9.
TNT Sports, powered by Canterbury.
Pasita Fernando.
Immediately the whole scenario changes with this wicket. So one rose up on him, trying to twist it around to the onside, getting a leading edge, and a simple enough take for Mustafizur Rahman. He will be relieved.
You could see it grip and turn. Now, there was an easy option of a one on that offside, but no one on the leg side trying to access that area, maybe thinking too if he gets the speed right, and hence turning the wrists.
And immediately after getting that wicket, you can see Mustafizur Rahman has got his rhythm back, he's got his confidence back, and he's going to trouble the two batters in the middle. Right time for the fist to strike.
And take the fizz out of the Sri Lankan batting lineup. The chase.
It's been a good chase. At one point in time, they seemed to be struggling to get to the target. That last partnership was incredible.
Chamira turns it down. Well, he'd better start beating the drums, Fernando.
Although the fat lady is not dancing in the aisles yet, there's still something to happen. Bangladesh will be looking to finish this up, polish this off, win this game, make it 1-1. Take it to a decider in Palakele.
Full toss. He's hit it. They should get two here. $19 then of 12 balls required. 230 for 9. $19 of 12. Tanzim, 1 for 32, bit expensive, but a crucial wicket for him. He's gonna bowl out 49th. From the other end, there's no doubt, if required, it will be Mustafizur. Slow ball. Chamira takes the single, just as Lianage needed Chamira to help him out. Asita's going to have to contribute as well.
Well, the Bangladeshi bowlers will have to tell themselves we're bowling at the tail enders. You need to be just disciplined. Wait for them to make a mistake. Not usually adept. The tail enders just have to bank on them making a mistake rather than you trying extra hard to do something.
Go ball. Again. Asita Fernando. That little shimmy toward leg side took him too far away from the ball. Well, we're all thinking the way this game stands that would be the decider. The third ODI on the 8th. From Pallakele up in the hills. 2:20 will be on air. First ball to be bowled at 2:30. Well, we'll know soon. Bangladesh looking to achieve their first win here at the Premadasa Stadium. He's actually missed out there. There was pace, third man and point in the circle. That's what he's thinking now, but it's too late. It's gone past already.
Yeah, it was too quick for him, and a lot of chatter from the captain in terms of adjusting the field. You see the fielders coming in the 30-yard circle.
Yeah, they say they heard something. They forced Miraj, who was at deep mid-off, to take the review.
TV umpire, the director, we have a play review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. I've checked the feet and it's a fair delivery. Here we go to front on, please. Okay, the ball's close to the back. Can we just confirm with ultra edge? Just go back one frame. Yeah, and then there's a clear gap between bat and ball, and just keep rolling that through. Yeah, I'm satisfied. No bat involved. Ruchi, you can stay with your original decision of not out. Stand by. You're on
Well, they
screen
took a
signal now.
chance. They thought they heard something. No more reviews. 9 balls remaining. It's not as if you can take it up to Candy, can you? Lower ball. That's in the air. Who wants it? Tanzim wants it. Tanzim gets there, but he drops it.
Unbelievable. He covered so much ground. The ball was swirling in there. Seemed to have it covered. Oh, disappointment. Tanzim Jaket could have finished it. Not to be. Golden opportunity missed here. Slow delivery, foxed him. Got the toe in. Up in there. But could not latch on.
Good execution. Back of the hand. Ball! Tanzim gets his man.
There it is, the win for Bangladesh. They've needed this desperately. The first win for Bangladesh here against Sri Lanka after 11 attempts. And from a situation where they didn't seem to have enough runs on the board, it has been an absolutely top-class performance by Miraj and his men. Came back with a total which was defendable but was going to be very difficult. This is the man who did it with the ball, a fifer for young Tanvir Islam. And Bangladesh have dominated. They've stunned the crowd here. They've won a tight match. And they've shown a lot of temperament and resilience. And they can really be proud of what they've achieved here today.
Oh, they sure can. Fought all the way to get those runs on the board. We mention again a last wicket partnership of 30 runs. And they go on to win by 16 runs. Tells you that every little thing does count towards getting a win for your team. He's led the team well, rotated his bowlers all the time. The spinners were simply brilliant. But the reliance on his most experienced man, Mustafizur, really paid off when they got the prized wicket of Janit Lianage. 5 wickets, Tanvir Islam, just his second game, but he really did bowl like a veteran.
And it was the first win here in one-day internationals for the skipper. He can hold the ball proudly, really.
The series now tied 1 apiece. How good would that game, the third game up in Kandy be in a couple of days' time, with both teams having to think, having to plan, and having to show some resilience as well. They've all had their share of mishaps.
Well, it's been a low-scoring thriller here at the Premadasa, keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. And if you look at the batting card, you'd feel that it is ebbing and flowing right the way through. Sri Lanka didn't start off with a bang, but the two Mendises really got the runs, got them back on track. As long as Lianage was there, the one taking Sri Lanka to a win when it seemed a little improbable. But eventually, after a brave effort of 78 of 85 balls, he had to succumb, and that gave the ascendancy to Bangladesh.
Well, when Madhushka and Kusal Mendis were together, again it looked like easy peasy for the Sri was what was required. Pathum Nissanka couldn't get going as he did in the test matches, but Kusal Mendis did.
He sure did, and he took it upon himself to make sure that the runs kept on coming on a regular basis. His shots round the ground, chopped that away. He enjoyed his 50. While he was there, Sri Lanka were in contention, but this one, duped by Tanvir Islam, got the outside edge, and immediately after, the leg before, not initially given, review said it was in favor of the bowlers. And then get that good catch taken. Bangladesh were back in contention.
Yeah, with the choke on, the wicket started to crumble with the batters just struggling.